Hi team, welcome to your kettlebell practice. So for class today, if you have it, you're gonna bring in whichever kettlebell weights that you have. If you are lucky enough to have a variety, I want you to grab one light, two matching medium bells, and then one heavier bell. If you only have one or two weights to work with, you're gonna bring them both in. Ideally, you have two matching, but again, we will always kind of find ways to work around that when we get to it, and we'll make sure everything's even and good to go. Bells are just gonna be off to the side. We're gonna start with a little bit of mobility, a little bit of a warm-up before we get moving and grooving. And today is not really about high intensity, so it doesn't always need to be about going fast, going hard for speed, for power. We are gonna go for some steady lifting and kind of burn fat and build muscle from there. So let's get started. You're just gonna open up the feet nice and wide, soft bend through the knees, and just swing the arms from side to side. You're gonna go right over left, and left over right. And this is gonna start to open up the chest, maybe feel that little stretch already. Bring some blood flow into the shoulders and start to wake up not just the body, but also the mind. For 3, 2, and then just start swinging the arms up overhead, biceps next to the ears, and then push the palms back behind you. Hips are underneath you. Core is already starting to engage, meaning I'm not gonna let my hips push back and arch through my spine. Have a nice athletic stance. And then make fists, start to make really big circles forward, working through the shoulders, letting the weight of the arms be heavy, and then reverse the circle, swing the arms up, back, and down. Just 3, 2, last one. We're gonna make our way from the top to the bottom. Keep the soft bend through the knees, but now you're gonna start to twist through your trunk. So I'm gonna pick up the opposite heel, squeeze the back glute. You can leave the hands towards the center or start to add the reach. So I'm looking to create length from my back heel all the way to the opposite fingertips, twisting through the spine. Here for 3, 2, last one. Keep the feet wide, bend through the knees. Start to circle out the hips. I'm gonna swing forward, side, back, side. And just looking for a smooth action through the hips. Maybe as we're going through this warm-up, you notice some snap, crackle, pops in the joints, in the tendons, things waking up. And then reverse the circle. Swing the hips the other direction. And we want nice, smooth action, rotation through the hips. I want you to imagine almost like you're stirring a pot, and your femur is just moving nice and smooth. For 3, 2, last one. Bring the feet together, bend through the knees, hands on the thighs just above the knees. And again, we circle the knees and exploring the range of motion. So it's not just like, hey, we circle, but I'm really going to the side, forward, and then circling back. And then reverse circle. Take it the other direction for 3, 2, last one. Standing tall, feet about hip width apart, soft bend through the knees, reach the arms up. As you exhale, you're gonna swing the arms and the hips back, looking for a flat back position. Bending through the knees, you go bend straight, bend straight, bend straight, bend straight. So a little swing here before we go into our more serious stiff leg deadlift position. 3, this would be like your kettlebell swing. 2, last one. Hands are gonna go behind the head. Keep the space of the legs. Bend through the knees. Keep the bend. Just push the hips back to the wall behind you, and then squeeze the glutes, squeeze the hamstrings, and come up. I'm gonna do a slight tuck of the hips at the top. So what I don't wanna do is send my hips forward and lean my upper body back. That's gonna create compression in my lumbar spine. So I'm gonna brace the core by breathing out, keep the length, and then at the top, what I mean is just tilting the pelvis so I can get a bigger squeeze on the glutes. Creating mind to muscle connection right off the bat, feeling the stretch of the hamstrings, the squeeze of the glutes. For 5, working posterior chain. For 4, 3, we gotta prep it. 2, last one. Step to the back of your space, whether you have a mat or not. Right foot's gonna step forward. Drop the left knee, rotate to the right, rotate to the left, come back through center, push off the front foot, and repeat. So I'm taking a forward lunge, with a spinal twist. Big step forward. Knee is down because I'm not focusing on balance just yet. I want to release any tension that's being held in the spine. So I get that rotation in. Scooping the hip forward. Glute is tight. 2 more. And then you're starting to already work power through the front heel, front leg, in order to push back off. Stand up and just back your space. Tap it out. Light little taps. Start to raise the heart rate. You're gonna stay breathing in through the nose, breathing out through the mouth. Basic jumping jacks, just here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale at the top. Exhale, chin to chest. You're gonna articulate round, roll down, bending through the knees. Get to the bottom, walk it out, high plank. Lower down to the belly. 3, 2, 1. Untuck the toes. Cobra. Lower. 1 more. Cobra, pushing through the palms. Squeeze the elbows back. Lower the chest to the floor. Tuck the toes back to your high plank. Downward facing dog. Pedal the knees on this first set. Right to left, hips high, hands shoulder distance. Feet hip width. 3, 2, 1. Walk the hands back towards the feet. Bend the knees. Head hangs heavy, slowly roll all the way up. Restacking the spine, heads the last to come up. 10 jumping jacks. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep the feet wide. Inhale. Slow it down. Exhale. Rolling through the spine, making sure it's moving smooth. Walk forward. Lower. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Back to your high plank. Down dog. Walk the hands towards the feet. Roll up. 1 more set. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale at the top. Exhale. Roll it down. Walk it out. High plank. Lower down. Nice and slow. Untuck the toes. Inhale. Exhale, lower. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, lower. Back to your high plank. Tuck the toes. Straight up. Down dog. Hands walk back. Bend knees. Roll all the way up. Twist it out at the top. Turn your hips. Turn your heels. Little rotation. 20 seconds only. Just to get the heart rate up. We'll hit our squats before we get into picking up the bell. Last 10 seconds. Again, not really high intensity. Not just yet. We're more going for strength and lifting heavy, building some muscle here. 3, 2, 1. Basic squats. Take your feet wide. It's gonna be about shoulder distance, toes facing relatively forward. They can turn out if you need to. Let's take the hands behind the head, elbows wide, close the front ribs. Push the hips back and down. Drive through the feet to stand up. We're gonna go for 20. Straight spine. Halfway there, this is 10. 10 left to go. Squeeze glutes tight at the top. 9, 8, 7. No change in the spine. Core is tight. 4, 3, 2. Last one. All right. Let's get into it. You're gonna grab your light or medium bell, depending on what you're working with. If you wanna constantly switch these out, you can, but I'm gonna flow one drill into the next. So I'm gonna keep the same bell throughout. However, if you know that for your single leg deadlift, your pickups, that you wanna lift extra heavy and really work the glutes, then you do that. And then when we come to our rows, you switch to your lighter bell. Setting up the bell, feet are gonna go back to shoulder distance apart. Toes face forward. You're gonna push the hips back. Bell is gonna be in between the feet, in between the heels, not forward in front of you. Pack the shoulders down your back. Hydraulic, bend through the knees. Right hand has the bell. Right hand only, pick it up, stand up.